Good morning, everybody. My name is Crystal, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Good morning, everyone. Brand new year, fresh start. I've got to take all the balloons down now. Before Monday, anyway, I'm going to take all the balloons down, put the tree away, etc., etc. Just tidy up now. Get ready for spring. And they're selling Easter eggs and hot cross buns in the shops, and they're selling Valentine's stuff. You know, Valentine's Day. For single people living on their own, that can be a nightmare as well. But I do like it. I do it. Spread the love everywhere, shall we? Good morning. It is frosty outside here in Rochester. The frost is on the ground and on the cars, and I've come back from taking Max for a walk. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. J.R.R. Tolkien was born on this day in 1892. The author of such classics as The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. He was also filled with good advice, such as, never laugh at live dragons. Unless one told you a joke, of course.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 10:17 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Friday the 3rd of January.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
Right now in Rochester, it's 0 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Throughout the day, you can expect more of the same, with a high of 4 degrees and a low of -1 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
Why did the tomato blush? It saw the salad dressing.
And Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include British actress Florence Pugh, American actor, film director, producer and screenwriter Mel Gibson, German racing driver Michael Schumacher, South Korean singer Jisoo, and Swedish climate change activist Greta Thunberg.
Let's say a happy birthday to Michael Schumacher, who had that horrific accident and was one of the world's greatest racing drivers here in the UK. I used to watch him a lot. Michael Schumacher and Damon Hill back in the day. Alexa, who was Michael Schumacher?
Michael Schumacher is a German former racing driver who competed in Formula One from 1991 to 2006 and from 2010 to 2012. Schumacher won a record-setting 7 Formula One World Drivers' Championship titles, a record which was tied by Lewis Hamilton in 2020. At the time of his retirement, Schumacher held the records for most wins, pole positions, and podium finishes, while he maintains the record for most fastest laps, among others.
Alexa, how old is Michael Schumacher?
Michael Schumacher is 56 years old.
So he's the same age as me, Michael Schumacher, funnily enough. Yeah. So, good morning, everybody. This is a sweatshirt. I haven't got a hoodie. There's no hood to the back of it. It's just a sweatshirt that I got off of Amazon. No hoodie. I'm not walking around with a hood over my head. No. It's freezing cold outside, and I'm not surprised people are dressed up like Eskimos. It's freezing. Like I said, good morning. Start of a brand new year. I'm not promising myself any New Year's resolutions because they usually get broken. So I'm just trying to keep in a happy frame of mind and keep positive and focus on myself and not other people, what they're doing, really. So that's what I'm going to do, right? So I was lying down this morning and my Alexa went off at 7:20 and she tells me what the date is, what the time is, and what the weather's like. Right. So I put that on because I don't like oversleeping. I want to start the day early. I want to get up, go out with my dog, come back and get everything I need to, to do done. So I was already awake. And then the recycle bin lorry came down the road, but I'd got up and I'd shut the window because sometimes I leave the window open because I like to breathe fresh air. This place gets stinky, cooking smells, vape pipes, because it's a block of 15 flats and they're all close together. So you have to breathe in other people's smoke and what they're cooking. So at night I open my window to let fresh air in when everyone's gone to bed and it's quiet. And so I shut the window when I got up at 7:30, and I led back down. Then the recycle bin lorry came down the road, and my flat is underneath the bin store. So the ceilings, well, the floor started like shaking and vibrating from the recycle bin men going into the bin store, because they park down the road, they open the doors, bang the doors open, go in there, drag the bin out, and you can hear it all. And fair play to these workers that get up at 5 and 6 in the morning to clean our streets. They do a decent job, don't they? But I hope they get paid well for it. I'm just saying what's happened. I'm not complaining. So I got up at 8:30, right? Because I stayed up till 12:15 listening to Channel 5 doing a documentary about Billy Connolly in his own words. He was on the Parkinson show, and there was a lot of like effing and rude jokes, and I stood up till gone 12 watching that, right? And my telly wasn't up loud. I put it on the lowest volume I can that's audible to me. So I was just sat on the end of my sofa watching Billy Connolly on Channel 5 last night. So bless him, he's an old man now. And was making jokes about old age, which I relate to as well. So I watched that, and then I went to bed, and there was no noise, none at all. So I go to bed at 12:30, and then I get woken up at 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning. And it sounds like somebody's walking around, opening cupboards, the usual thing, scraping furniture, and it woke me up out of my sleep. So I got an hour and a half sleep, and it was awful. It sounded like someone was moving out above my ceiling, and it was loud enough to wake me up. And I just lay there. I thought, no, I'm not getting angry at 2 in the morning. I just lay there, and whoever it was got fed up doing what they was doing. 2 in the fucking morning. It sounded like they were opening cupboards, banging things and moving furniture about. I've had this before. And I thought, no, I'm not getting up. And I just lay there till it went, and I must have dropped off to sleep properly till 7:20. It took me about, I probably didn't get to sleep till 3:30. And that's why when I got up at 7:20 when the alarm went off, I went back to sleep for an hour because I was knackered. Anyway, so I got up, brushed my teeth, brushed my hair, put everything tidy, and I just went out with Max. Straight out. Forced myself. No fiddling around with videos, not mucking about. I don't want to go out at 11 and 12 lunchtime. I just want to get the dog walk over early, and it's good for Max as well. So I went straight out the door, onto the field, and there was 2 refuse men collecting the rubbish from the bins on the field, dressed in orange. There was a man in a fluorescent jacket being picked up and taken to work, like him upstairs sometimes. No one picks me up and takes me to work. So I told you I got reported because apparently I've got a job. I've got loads of money coming in and I own property. Well, that's backfired on them, hasn't it? The benefits people are quite welcome to come into this flat and they start laughing. What I've been reported for, absolutely ridiculous. I invite the benefits people in to see my broken washing machine, my broken toilet. They're quite welcome to come in and have a look. And the broken door handles on my door that I've got to fix myself. They can have a tour of it. 2 years into living in this flat, the drawer handles started coming off and the door handles. It's made of cheap materials, and I've bought an expensive door handle, which I've got to get a drill now, like a screwdriver, electric screwdriver, and drill the door handle in myself. So the field was full of people. There was a loose dog flying at me yesterday, and there was no reaction from me because I'm just keeping the camera on. It's all done to annoy and make me upset and shout. And it's usually every weekend, and we know why that is, and I just take no notice of it. I've got my Star Maker app, which I sing songs on, and I keep myself occupied. So the field was full up of people. So I'm trying to upload 2 songs to Star Maker, but it's not working at the moment. I've sung Elton John's Candle in the Wind. So, Metro, a boxer dies age 29. Boxer Hassan Magaya dies age 29, just days after knockout loss. And this is by Ben Fleming. This poor guy's dead. Professional boxer Hassan Magaya has died aged 29. He was knocked out by fellow Tanzanian boxer Paul Elias in the country's capital of Dar es Salaam on December the 27th. What else have we got? Jay-Z, lawyer, can file for dismissal over rape allegations. Anton Deck, we're bringing back drag queens. There's a plan to bring back the drag queens. They loved it. Ant McPartlin and his teammate of the last 30 years, Deck, are without a doubt the country's most cherished and valued presenters. Everything they touch brings in millions of viewers. They're easily the safest bet for success. but they haven't earned their unbroken record of 24 NTAs for Best Presenter by avoiding risks. On February the 19th, 2022, at the end of an episode of Saturday Night Takeaway, Ant and Dec introduced Lady Antoinette and Miss Donna Lee to viewers, their new drag queen personas. For the LGBTQ plus community, it was a big deal, much bigger than they knew. Even 2 years on, over the Christmas period, just the appearance of any drag queen on mainstream television sparked enough complaints to be trending across social media, mainly X. Ant and Dec as drag queens. And remember, my father was called Derek, and his nickname was Dec and Del. Oh, the killer dad had his throat slit in prison. That's what I heard yesterday. Sarah Sharif's killer dad has had his neck slashed with a tuna can lid in prison, just 2 weeks after he was sentenced for his daughter's murder. So, sorry, that's the bin store being banged. Makes you jump out the skin at night time. Well, anybody can go to the bin store at any time of night, can they? So you go over to the window and see who's outside, see? That's what they do it for. Trying to get a reaction, and they're not getting a reaction, and it's pissing them off. So the noises get louder, and their behaviour gets worse. Until I just go outside. I don't give a fuck what's out there. I just face it head on. Last night there was a Great Dane on the loose. Yesterday afternoon a loose dog came bounding at me, and I completely ignored it. It's all a load of bollocks and baloney, and I'm sorry to be like that, but it is. Every time you report something to the police, I've closed the case. I'm sorry, I'm going to defend myself, and I'm not letting a dog bite me. That's all I'm saying. It won't get to that stage because I won't let it fucking near me, you know what I mean? They try to intimidate. You say intimidation technique. So you go running to somebody. I'm not capable of living by myself, but I've lived by myself for at least the past 10 years. And then the police threaten me with social services, and social services don't come out because I've got no kids they can take away. Usually the police report you to social services, and then they fucking cause trouble and you have your kids taken off you, you see. But the police came up unstuck because I haven't got any children. I live by myself. That is true, that is. The police, when people snitch you to the cops, or they come out pretending to come out to you, they're looking around, they're scrutinising your flat, your house, whatever you live in, and then 9 times out of 10, referrals to the social services, it's the police that have snitched you to the social services, the cops, behind your back. They've not said it to your face, they've done it behind your back. Several people have said that. After a visit from the police, social services come round because they've reported you. And I haven't got any children, so they came unstuck, didn't they? I've already had that happen to me before. So there's corrupt police, bent coppers, we know that. Now they're trying to pin something on me, you know. The police parking outside down the road after a disabled woman, you know. Trying to pin something on me, and they can't find anything because I've done nothing wrong. I'm completely innocent. The police should start looking for real criminals, and some of them are actually in the police force themselves. So is it any wonder they come chasing after women that are a threat to them? I'm going to go now. I've got things to do, and I'm not being controlled by anybody. If you're after something, ask for it. Don't play about like a monkey in a zoo. See you later.